Hello out there. I had a past life and born into this one. Uh, but I have a good memory of who I was. Uh, I was General BO Reh Gahd from the proud South. And I'm shocked at what I'm seeing today. Along with Trump, I'd like to bring you back to the good days. In the good days, you couldn't beat your wife with a stick bigger around than your thumb. You could still keep her in line. But now they vote. I don't. I'm shocked. I'm with Trump. You didn't need to go back to the good old days. You do. My, the Southern horses of Georgia would never let a woman vote. And we had slaves. We're the slaves. Maybe it's the immigrants now. I don't know. But I miss those days when I could work people's children to death in my cotton factory. Well, that education ain't so important. No, that was the problem. Educating people. Hey, you need to go back to the days I remember as General BO Reh Gahd. We got to go back. Got to go back. And I really think that you can. All you got to do is vote for Trump. That other guy, I don't know. He is a bit weird, but he stands for all the right things, unless they put him on camera. Then he sounds more like this craziness that's going on today. Why, little kids working in the factory, they were happy. They were happy there, helping their family. Yeah, they lost a few fingers now and then, working in the heavy stuff. They were all right. They're doing all right. You know, I don't know. You got to bring it back. You got to bring it back. Go back. Go back, America. Go back. We tried to keep it back when the proud forces of Georgia fought for slavery, which is all right in the Bible. The Apostle Paul, he said, when they questioned him about it, he said, that's all right. Just be good ones, we all slaves to God. Yeah. You gotta have a Christian nation. That's what. You gotta have a good Christian nation with with obedient slaves and wives, like in the good old South, in Georgia, in the good old days. The whole country was on our side at one time. I don't know what happened to the North. They went crazy. All this stuff about human rights. The only rights anybody needs to have is if you're wealthy, I am, and you got in your fight. That just that's just the way it should be. They got everybody. Oh, you know, it's just despicable. That's what it is. It's despicable. Go back. Vote for Trump. Let's just get rid of all this crazy. People with rights. Everybody equal. But they were just, the founding fathers was just joking about that. They didn't mean that. George Washington had slaves. They were just, it was just a joke. You weren't supposed to take that seriously. But this is what we got to do now today. Now that I'm reborn and still have my values from the proud Georgia horses. They fought so bravely. Where are all our statues that we put up? I don't know. Gonna tear them down. And what matter? You don't want to look up to someone who owned slaves like General Lee. Well, you know, when Abraham Lincoln asked him to head up his forces, well, I would, but I don't want to give up the help. Well, we've fallen. We've fallen. Oh, in the good old days, you know, we considered children grown at 12. You know, gonna marry them off at 14. What's wrong with this world? We gotta go back. You gotta go back. You vote for Trump. Vote for Trump. You know, that Elon, he's right there with us. He's right there. Back to the good old days when, well, only landowners could vote. I mean, who else has a stake in it? They're not important. They don't even own any land. Why should they vote? Got to go back. But these are the people that know what's going on. They understand the value of a farm, factory. The children and the slaves can sing happy songs. Happy songs. Well, I'll bid you good day today. And don't vote for Kamala. Oh my. She's for all those human rights and the women's rights. But going like that, the rule of thumb. Well, that's gone. Huh? Man can't beat his wife. Well, that's just a shame. How are we going to keep them in line? Next thing you know, we'll have to work in the kitchen. Change the baby's diapers. Can't have that. You need a little bit of control. The rule of thumb. Remember that. Can't beat her with something bigger than a thumb. I mean, that would be cruel. If it's smaller, you whale the daylights out of her. You can whale the daylights out of her. Well, it's just laughable what's happening now, and so we got to go back. We definitely have to go back. And I thank you for watching this here channel. It gave me a chance to speak my mind. Freedom of speech or something like that. The only people that should be free to speak is me. Porters of the Grand South. Oh, good time. Where are all the boats that are going over to the poor countries and bringing us some slaves? Wow, they're gone. They can just go over there and grab some people and bring them over, and they're all lost. They don't know where they are. And they were easier to enslave than the natives in this country, which, why, they don't have rights just because they were here first. So what did they do? They didn't do nothing with it. They didn't pollute the streams or poison the air. What did they do? They did all that nature stuff. We tried to enslave them, but they knew the country too good. They'd get away, and you never could catch them. So we had to run over and get us somebody another non-white. They could really spot them in a crowd. Get them over here. They all lost. They don't know where to go to get away. Till the North turned bad, and then they were going north. Dang Yankees. Well, just to sum it all up, the South of my day must rise again. And I just love that 2025 plan. That's a good step. That's a good step. You got to vote for that. You do. Get yourself down to the polls. Yeah. Maybe we can even convince a few people that aren't white to go down to the polls. Well, if the women want to vote for me, for Trump, that's all good. Then we'll put them in their place. After that, it'll work out. Don't worry about it. Yeah. The economy would just boom if we could just get us some more slaves. Well, I guess it's all right. You can treat your workers like slaves. That's a step in the right direction. Yeah. With Elon and Trump laughing about firing these people that work for them. Now that's the spirit of the South. The good old days South. Yeah, sure, it brought joy to my soul. I mean, what's a worker? Just a slave. Won't want them organizing. Would you want slaves organizing? He's going mad. You don't want workers organizing. That's just wrong. Want to fire them? Just fire them. You don't like the way they look at you? Fire them. Now, that's what they do in Russia. It's an interesting place. Yeah. Got an autocracy going on over there. That's what we need over here. Real backbone. Get away. Stop all this nonsense about human rights. Slaves. We got to get them back. Good for the economy. Well, good for God's chosen people. Obviously, they're all white. Bad we're not the majority in the world. We don't fight. We're going to lose our majority right here. Well, I just wanted to leave you with this message, this urge that you feel. Go back to the good old days and make America great again, like it was long ago. Let's go back. Let's go back to those good times. Yeah, let's go back. Well, it's been real nice talking to you, and I appreciate the time that you took, and I hope you subscribe to the channel where you might see more of me. Like Trump, I love BC. And I like my crowd sizes. Yeah, I do. I love a big old crowd out there. Yeah. Well, you just remember now those good times when things were so wonderful. Look away down south in the land of cotton. Old folks there not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, go back, go back. And may God go with you. I got, of course. Your idea doesn't count. This is my idea.